After receiving a tip from her neighbor that her husband was getting married to another woman instead of going to work, a woman discovered that her husband had lied to her. In a fit of anger, she showed up at the wedding ceremony with her children and accused her husband of committing adultery. They say the truth hurts. For one married woman, she learned the hard way that the past will always come back to haunt you in ways you least expect it. It was supposed to be another normal day for Caroline Mubita, where she cared for her 3 children while her husband went on a work trip. The routine was a normal occurrence in their household as her husband worked for a government unit. However, it turned out there was more to the story. That day, Mubita's neighbors told her that her husband wasn't actually at work, he was in church marrying another woman. The accusation angered Mubita, who decided to storm into the wedding. With her children in tow, Mubita headed straight to the altar and cried, "Father, this wedding cannot go on. This man right here is my husband. I don't know what is happening here." Mubita had one of her children strapped to her back while she protested to the priest, claiming she and her husband were not divorced, nor were they in a bad place. She went on to say that her husband had left their home earlier that morning and said goodbye to go on a business trip. The groom's family also knew of the wedding and supported the bride, who had allegedly been giving them financial help for months. The angry woman was soon confronted by a wedding guest, who demanded her to stop making a scene. While all of this was happening, the groom, Abraham Muyunda, had his hands to his face, and his unnamed bride seemed unfazed by it all.
Also, if you've not done so already, please subscribe to our channel and click that notification bell to get inspired by these animal stories every day. Now, back to the story.
It turned out that the bride knew who Mubita was all along. The groom's family also knew of the wedding and supported the bride, who had allegedly been giving them financial help for months. In an interview after the fiasco, Muyunda revealed that he and Mubita had been separated since 2013. She left him when he didn't have a job and only resurfaced when he finally had a stable income. It was also revealed his family preferred his new bride over Mubita, and they were happily involved with the planning as well. Before the church ceremony, both families had gotten together to attend the traditional wedding ceremony between the couple. The bride, a wealthy woman, reportedly paid for the entire wedding, and the couple planned to move to South Africa together following their nuptials. As for the real status of Mubita's marriage to Muyunda, there were conflicting opinions. The groom and his family argued that the marriage had ended when Mubita left Muyunda years ago after he lost his job. To them, although they were not legally divorced, the union was never the same. On the other hand, Mubita felt deceived because her husband was actually at home that morning, but lied about his whereabouts. Despite separating from her husband years ago for financial reasons, Mubita believed that since they were still together, he had a responsibility to be honest with her. Eventually, the ceremony came to a stop, and Muyunda was escorted to the police station. The matter was resolved in private between the two involved parties.